Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Can you all hear me and see the screen properly and clearly? Just tell me yes or no on the chat box, everybody. Yes, is the screen absolutely visible to each one of you? And is my audio perfectly audible and fine to everybody in the class? So today we will be having the lecture number 2 of Biomolecule, which is the most important chapter of zoology after human physiology. And today we will be discussing with proteins and amino acid. Guys, are you here and are you able to hear me properly? Just tell me yes or no on the chat box. I'm not receiving any of your comments. Fast, tell me. Yes? Yes. Good morning, everybody. So today we will be discussing about the lecture 2, that is about the proteins and amino acid along with the NCERT marking from that part. Those who are watching the session right now, don't forget to hit the like button right now itself, and don't forget to share and subscribe our amazing platform for more updates on biology. NEET 2021, September 12th, 51 days to go. Just 51 days more to go for the NEET 2021 examination, which all the 2021 aspirants were waiting, right? So prepare very well. Just 51 days more to go. Start solving full-length mock test. Done, everybody. Tomorrow, I will be coming out with the session on lipids of biomolecules, and for NEET 2021, tomorrow there will be a full syllabus revision test of entire botany of class 11. That is biological classification, living world, plant kingdom, morphology, then cell, the unit of life, cell cycle and cell division, transport in plants, mineral nutrition, photosynthesis, respiration and plant growth and regulation. 11 chapters, full syllabus revision test. Number 1 rank booster tomorrow for NEET 2021, entire botany class 11. And for NEET 2023, the third part of biomolecule will be there tomorrow, and tomorrow we will be discussing about the lipids. And also you will have the lecture on transport in plants, lecture number 4, that is the long distance transport. Long distance transport session will also be there tomorrow. So let's move on with the super amazing session on biomolecules, lecture number 2. So guys, as a brief introduction, I have to tell you like what is a biomicromolecule. And before, let me tell you, I'm not going to teach you in the same way as how it is given in the NCERT. Okay, we are going to take up the entire session on proteins and amino acid here itself. In NCERT, everything, like first of all, they're telling about the biomicromolecule. After that, they will be telling about the biomacromolecule, and then they will be telling about the nature of the bonding. So I have taken the screenshots of all the NCERT markings, and I will be sharing the PDF of this session also in our new session PDF group. Okay, so read those parts from the NCERT. So biomicromolecule. Molecular weight of biomicromolecules will be found. This is the biomicromolecules are generally found in the acid soluble pool, and it ranges from 18 to 800 Dalton. Very important. What is the molecular weight of the biomicromolecule? 18 to 800 Dalton. That is the molecular weight of the biomicromolecule. Done, everybody. The soluble acid pool represents the cytoplasmic composition, and you can see what are the different micromolecule present. That is the amino acid, lipids, sugar and nitrogen bases. So amino acid, lipids. Amino acid is a micromolecule, lipid is another micromolecule, sugar is another micromolecule, and nitrogen is another micromolecule. So these are some of the examples of the micromolecules. Done, everybody. Before we move on to this, let me take out a blank slide in order to show you how protein formation takes place. So listen very carefully on the screen. Everybody have to listen very carefully. Okay, so guys, what is amino acid? Can anybody tell me on the chat box? What is amino acid and what is protein? What is amino acid? Yes, tell me. Who's going to tell me the answer first? Yes, absolutely. They are the monomer or the simplest units of proteins. Right, everybody? That is, guys, a protein is actually a polymer. A protein is actually a polymer. Okay, so a lot of molecules of amino acid, that is amino acid are simple molecule. So a lot of amino acid molecules which are linked together with the help of bond, with the help of a specialized bond, you will lead to the formation of a protein. So guys, each of this circle indicates what? Amino acid. And guys, a lot of amino acid molecule will combine together to form a protein. This entire structure will be forming a protein. Done. Done, everybody. Okay. So monomer of protein is the amino acid, and a group of amino acid combine together to form the proteins. Let me tell you, guys, can you tell me what is this molecule? What is this molecule? Can anybody tell me? A carbon atom surrounded by 4 hydrogen atom. What is that molecule termed as? Oh, have you learned about it in your 10th standard? CH4. What is it? CH4. Absolutely, it is the methane. So a methane molecule, a carbon atom is surrounded by 4 hydrogen atoms. This is the first hydrogen atom. This is the second hydrogen atom. This is the third hydrogen atom, and this is the fourth hydrogen atom. Guys, how an amino acid is formed, I will tell you. In case of an amino acid, what happens is like, in case of an amino acid, I will tell you, listen very carefully. This is methane, right? In case of an amino acid, what you can see is that one of the hydrogen molecule is replaced by an amino group. Okay, one of the amino group, and the next hydrogen atom is replaced by a carboxylic acid group, which is the COOH. So guys, listen, NH2 is the amino group. You will study in your class 11 basic organic chemistry. And COOH is the acid group or carboxylic acid. Clear? And guys, one of the hydrogen is replaced by a variable group. For that variable group, we will use the symbol as R. Tell me up to here, is it clear for each one of you? A methane amino acid is actually, you can call amino acids as the substituted methane molecule. substituted me, then all the four of you in the class, just tell me whether you have understood the concept of substitution and formation of amino acid. So guys, this NH2 is amino group, COOH is the carboxylic acid group, and guys, this R is termed as a variable group, and the amino acid show unique property. Amino acid shows unique property due to the difference in the variable group. Okay, as per our NCERT biology, we have to study 20 types of amino acid. Okay, there are mainly 20 types of amino acid. Okay, this 20 types of amino acid have the difference in the R group. Important. Clear? I will tell you something very important, so listen carefully. So a carbon atom which is surrounded by a hydrogen, then a carboxylic acid group, then amino group which is the NH2, and then you will have the variable group which is the R. Guys, listen very carefully. Case number 1. Case number 1, the R group is replaced by a group. R group is replaced by a hydrogen atom, you imagine. Then the particular amino acid is known as glycine. What is it? What is it? Glycine. Glycine is the simplest amino acid known. Okay, glycine is the simplest amino acid known. And guys, listen, next one, 3 structure of amino acid have been given in our NCERT, so we have to study those 3 structures. This is a similar structure of a amino acid, right? General structure of an amino acid. So in here you can see that the R group is going to get replaced by a CH3 group. What is it? A methyl group. Then this amino acid you will call them as alanine. Guys, these are the names of amino acid. Okay, you will learn about the codings and formations of amino acid, all the 20 types of amino acid by Cross and all in your class 12th genetics. This is your second one. Done. And guys, the third one, let me tell you, if this R group is replaced by, if the R group is replaced by a hydroxyl group, CH2OH, then you will call them as serine. Then you will call such an amino acid as the serine. So listen carefully, I will write it once again. If the R group in the amino acid is replaced by hydrogen, then the amino acid formed is the glycine. If the R group in the amino acid is replaced by CH3, then you will call an amino acid as the alanine. If the R group in the amino acid is replaced by CH2OH, then such an amino acid you will call them as serine. Clear? Is it clear for everybody? Yes? Just tell me frankly, if you want me to repeat this once again, tell me that also. I'm ready to repeat that. Yes, I've So guys, listen, that is, amino acids have unique property, right? Each amino acid have unique property. So this unique property of amino acid is contributed by this variable R group. Depending upon the difference in the R group, amino acid properties also get varied. Clear? Whereas a question can come for your exam. Name the component present in the amino acid that gives its unique characters. Tell me. Name the component. Option A, hydrogen. Option A, NH2 amino group. Option C, carboxylic acid group. Option D, R group. Number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Name the component that provides unique character to an amino acid. Unique feature, unique character. Listen the question once again. Unique character to an amino acid is provided by which component? Is it hydrogen? Is it NH2 group? Is it carboxylic acid? Or is it a variable group? Very good. It is the R group or the fourth option. Sometimes the same question can come for your exam, like name the components that provides characters to an amino acid. A characteristic feature to an amino acid. Option 1, amino group. Option 2, COOH group. Option 3, R group. Option 4, all. Answers. Answer on the chat box, everybody. That provides a general character to amino acid. So this is what I told you. It can make you confusing. Guys, in the last question, I have used a term. Have you seen this or have you heard this term that I was using? Unique. So guys, the unique character, that is a specific character of that amino acid, is provided by the R group. Whereas the general characters of an amino acid are provided by amino group, provided by the carboxylic acid group, and R group even. Guys, the R group or the variable group determines the unique property. Okay, unique property of that amino acid. Guys, that is what I told you, right? If it is replaced by the hydrogen, then you can call them as glycine. When this R group changes to CH3, it changes into alanine. When it changes into CH2OH, you will get another amino acid. So depending upon the variability in the R group, you will get definite unique properties of amino acid. But all these are proteins, or all these codes for protein, right? Or all these are amino acids. So those property, why you call them as an amino acid? Because you have the presence of NH2, COOH, and a presence of an R group. Bhumi, I think you are not understanding. I think Bhumi is not understanding. I'm not receiving any comments. What happened? Okay. And guys, what was the structure of amino acid? The carbon, central carbon. Here you will have the COOH group. Here you will have the amino group, NH2 group. Here you will have the hydrogen, and here you will have the variable R group. So this R group will be different for different molecule. Guys, next concept which I have to tell you is that, look, the NH2 group, that is the amino group, and the COOH group. Guys, is my sound audible? Yes? Okay. So guys, listen. That is the NH2 group, that is the amino group, and the carboxylic acid group are attached to a single carbon atom or the same carbon atom, right? Both amino group and the carboxylic acid group are connected to the same carbon. Then you will call this carbon as the alpha carbon. You will call them as the alpha carbon atom. Okay. You will call them as the alpha carbon atom. So guys, which was the simplest amino acid? Which was the simplest amino acid? The simplest amino acid is the glycine. Glycine is the simplest amino acid. Okay. And you have to study one more important point, guys. You understand this right now. You will study in your class 11 chemistry. Glycine is optically inactive. The only amino acid which is optically inactive, it is the glycine. Okay, glycine is optically inactive. I am not going to explain what is this optical inactivity. That you will study in the topic of isomerism in your organic chemistry. Clear? Because right now if I keep on telling, this would change into a chemistry class. Okay? Up to here, is it clear? Is there any doubts for you and anything that you want me to explain? Anything that you want me to explain for you? Calvin, are you understanding? Very important chapter. You will get 3 to 4 questions for NEET examination. Okay? Yes. So listen, guys. Amino acids. They are the compounds formed by an amino group, that is the NH2, an acid group, COOH, a hydrogen, and a variable R group. So what are the 4 components? You will get an amino group, you will get a hydrogen, you will get a carboxylic acid group, and a variable side chain. Since the amino group and the carboxylic acid group are attached to the same carbon atom, since they are attached to the same carbon atom, you will call them as the alpha carbon. Okay, you will call them as the alpha carbon atom. Clear? Clear, everybody? So an amino group is there, an acid group is there, a hydrogen and a variable R group is also present. Okay, since the amino group and carboxylic acid group are attached to the same carbon atom, you will call them as the alpha carbon, and such kinds of amino acid you will call them as the alpha amino acid. They are substituted methanes. They are substituted methane. I have told you each of these points in detail in the slides. Right? Clear, everybody? This is also very important. That is, if the R group is equal to hydrogen, then you will call such an amino acid as the glycine. This is the structure of an amino acid, glycine. If the R group is CH3, you will call such an amino acid alanine. The structure of alanine. If the R is equal to CH2OH, you will call them now. Can you all hear me now properly, everybody? Yes? Yes, I think it's perfectly fine right now, right? Yes. So, guys, if the R group is replaced by the hydrogen, you will call them as the glycine. If it is replaced by the amino group, sorry, CH3 group, you will call them as the alanine. If it is replaced by the CH2OH group, you will call them as the serine. Guys, this is very important. You will get a question from the proteins. Okay? Okay, everybody? Okay. Next, let's discuss about this particular thing. Okay, let me take out the blank slide itself so that I can explain to you. That is classification of amino acid. Type 1 classification or classification number 1. Okay, classification number 1. That is first type of classification. Amino acid can be divided into acidic amino acids, basic amino acid, and neutral amino acid. Acidic amino acid, basic amino acid, and a neutral amino acid. Guys, let me take out an example for you and let's discuss first of all about the acidic amino acid. That is, you have to tell me what is this amino acid. Name this amino acid, everybody. Name this amino acid, everybody, on the chat box. Which is this amino acid? Forgot. Yes, it is the alanine. This alanine, you will see the CH3 group. Guys, what is happening is like from the CH3 group, one carbon atom is omitted. One hydrogen atom is eliminated. Okay, one hydrogen atom is eliminated, and instead in that place of hydrogen atom, another carboxylic acid group again attaches. Understood? Have you understood the concept? These are the mechanisms of organic reactions you will study in chemistry. Okay. So guys, from the CH3 group, one hydrogen atom is eliminated and the carboxylic acid groups get attached to that. You don't need to by heart all these things. Okay, you don't need to by heart these mechanisms and all in biology. Just for your information, since you guys haven't learned about the organic chemistry, about the acids, alcohols and everything in the class 10, you have surface, you even didn't have nomenclature even in your class 10 chemistry. That's why I am taking it in detail, telling chemistry also along with bio. Okay. You will learn about this and you will understand all these mechanisms when you complete your organic chemistry. Okay. So guys, how many carboxylic acid groups are present? How many carboxylic acid groups are present over here? Carboxylic acid number 1, carboxylic acid number 2. Right? Is it clear? Is it clear? Yes. So guys, so if the number of acidic group, that is if the number of COOH group is more than NH2, you will call such amino acid as the acidic amino acid. Okay, you will call such amino acid as the acidic amino acid. And one more important point I have to tell you is, oh my god, let me tell you one more important point as well. Yes, so listen everybody, guys, let me tell you, from this carboxylic acid the hydrogen is removed and from this also hydrogen is removed. At that point of time this will get a minus sign. Guys, listen carefully. In case of HCl, guys, in case of HCl, when you split this particular compound, you will get H plus and Cl minus, right? H plus and Cl minus. If I remove the H plus, then you will get Cl minus ions. So exactly like that, when I remove the H, then I got a minus sign over here. And one positive sign I am going to add over here, NH2 plus. So who is going to tell me the net charge of this amino acid? Net charge of this amino acid, tell me. Is it minus or plus or whatever? Yes? If you haven't got the points, and you can tell me, I will repeat that. If you have got the point, you can comment the answers. Is it 0 once again? Is it 0 once again? Listen. Minus. Right? Minus. So how many negative signs are over there? Minus 2 plus 1. So this is a plus charge. So this is minus, this is minus. So minus 2 plus 1. So what is the net charge? Minus 1. So what is the charge of the acidic amino acid? Acidic amino acids are negatively charged. Acidic amino acids are negatively charged. Clear? Acidic amino acids are negatively charged. Is that clear for you, everybody? Bhumi, Calvin, you guys are keeping quiet. That implies you are not understanding. Yes? So guys, listen over here. In case of basic acid, the number of NH2 group will be more than the COOH group. The number of NH2 group will be greater than the COOH group. And the basic amino acids are positively charged. Whereas in case of neutral amino acid, the number of COOH group is equal to the number of NH2 group. And their charge is 0. Let me see, is there any brilliant students in the class? Can you name me an example for a neutral amino acid? Yes, neutral amino acid. That is, there is equal number of COOH group and NH2 group. Equal number of COOH group and NH2 group. No students? Very good. It is a glycine. In the glycine structure, we have learned carboxylic acid group. Here you will have the NH2 group, right? Glycine, which is optically inactive, and the simplest amino acid is a neutral amino acid. Yes? So guys, take down the notebook and write down these examples along with me. Okay, take down these examples, everybody, along with me. That is, examples of acidic amino acid is the aspartic acid. Aspartic acid, glutamic acid, aspartic acid and the glutamic acid. Basic amino acid is the lysine and arginine. Guys, the only thing is you have to write it and study. Lysine and arginine. Aspartic acid, glutamic acid. Guys, this portion you will think this is very simple and easy, but you will forget and get mixed up with all these examples. For NEET 2020 examination in biology part, a simple question have came, which of the following is the basic amino acid? And the answer was lysine. The same question was repeated in the chemistry part also. Name the basic amino acid. Option is lysine is the answer. That was a repeated question last time. So just imagine, if you know the example of a basic amino acid, you will easily get 8 marks. 8 marks can make up nearly 2 lakh of ranks, or 20,000 to 2 lakh of ranks can make difference. Just 8 marks. Is it? And neutral amino acid examples are the alanine. Neutral amino acid example is the alanine, glycine, valine, and serine. Guys, all these are terms of amino acid. Okay, names of amino acid: alanine, glycine, valine, and serine. Have you everybody got it? Have you everybody got it? Have you everybody got it? Especially NEET 2023 students, have you got the terms and everything? Have you written this down? Can I erase it? Can I erase it? Yes? Yes. Yes. So guys, based on the requirement by our body, amino acids can again be classified into two. Amino acids can again be classified into two. That is essential amino acid. What is it? Essential amino acid and non-essential amino acid. What are the two types? Essential amino acid and non-essential amino acid. Okay, we will learn about the essential amino acid and non-essential amino acid. As per our biology, we have examples. We have 8 examples to learn among the essential amino acid and 12 examples in non-essential amino acid. Done, everybody? Guys, among this 12 amino acid, 2 amino acids are semi-essential. Okay, in your chemistry, you will learn when you study biomolecules in class 12, there you will study there are 10 essential amino acid and there are 10 non-essential amino acid. But as per our biology, we have 8 essential, 2 semi-essential and 10 non-essential amino acid. Okay, guys, very important. You must learn this example. That is arginine and histidine. Arginine and histidine are examples of semi-essential amino acid. Okay, arginine and histidine are examples of semi-essential amino acid. And I will tell you, non-essential amino acid, right now you study only the examples which are given in the NCERT. All other examples we will study in your as a small code. Okay, so listen. I am telling you the code to remember the essential amino acid. That is A, V, Hill, A, V, Hill. Right now, since you are not familiar with the terms, you feel difficulty with the code. But when you get studying or when you get adapted with all the names, you will understand this will be an easy code. All Hill MPTT. Calvin, this will be easy for you to understand. Okay. That is, A stands for one of the amino acid that we have studied earlier. That is arginine. Arginine. In as per biology, it is a semi-essential amino acid. B stands for another amino acid that is the valine. H stands for histidine. Histidine. I stands for isoleucine. I stands for isoleucine. Okay, I stands for isoleucine. L stands for leucine. And the next L stands for lysine. M stands for methionine. M stands for methionine. P stands for phenylalanine. T stands for tryptophan. And the next T stands for threonine. Binaya, Bhumi, Anantu, how is it going for you? How is it going for you guys? Because Calvin can understand all these terms because he have heard it once. Yes, tell me. Arginine, valine, histidine, isoleucine, leucine, lysine, methionine, phenylalanine, tryptophan, and threonine. I will write it and I'll write it by hand and I will post it in our group also. Okay. So these are the essential amino acid. Okay. Let me continue with the class. Okay. So guys, there are 20 different types of amino acid which are used in protein synthesis. So there are mainly three types of amino acid, that is acidic amino acid, example is the glutamic acid, basic amino acid, example is the lysine, neutral amino acid, it is the valine. Neutral amino acid, it is the valine. Okay, this is again important. Some amino acids are aromatic. What do you mean by aromatic? Aromatic means that is having a characteristic smell. Okay, aromatic amino acid example is tyrosine, phenylalanine and tryptophan. Very important. So acidic amino acid, glutamic acid and aspartic acid. Basic amino acid example is lysine and arginine. Neutral amino acid valine, glycine, serine and alanine. Some amino acids are aromatic, that is having a characteristic smell and their structure is having a benzene ring. Tyrosine, phenylalanine and tryptophan. Okay, this is a difficult chapter for the first year or beginners because you're hearing all these things for the first time. But if you ask your seniors, then they might have heard about this because when I see hydroxyl group, methyl group, then they will be able to understand. But you haven't studied in detail about how a carboxylic acid undergoes its reaction, how an amino group undergoes its reaction and all, which you will be studying after that. Towards the end of the class 11th organic chemistry only you will learn. So guys, very important aromatic amino acid examples. And guys, at this point itself, you write one more important thing, that is, guys, certain amino acid contains sulfur in their ring. Okay, sulfur in their chain or their structure. The example for sulfur containing amino acid is cysteine. Cysteine and methionine. Cysteine and methionine are sulfur containing amino acid. Clear? Please take it down. Please take it down, everybody. Sulfur containing amino acid is cysteine and methionine. Hope you all have taken down. Moving on. There are two types of amino acid, that is the essential amino acid and non-essential amino acid. Essential amino acid means they cannot be synthesized by our body and should be supplied through our diet. Okay, so guys, essential amino acid means they are not synthesized by our body. They cannot be formed inside our body, but they have to be supplied through different diets. And essential amino acid, we studied different code, that is AV Hill, MPTT. Okay, these are some of the examples given in the NCERT, but we must study all the examples. Whereas non-essential amino acid can be synthesized inside our body. Guys, you study the essential amino acid, the 10 essential amino acid you study. Okay, then all other examples that are asked in the option from that 10, except the 10 others, then all those comes under the non-essential. If you study both this essential amino acid and non-essential amino acid, both if you sit and study, you will confuse. You only essential amino acid. And also one course definitely come for this NEET exam. Once again, I think it needs to be refreshed. everybody? Am I audible? Am I audible to everybody? Yes? And is the screen visible to everybody? Am I perfectly audible and is my screen visible to everybody? Just verify these two things and tell me. Yes? Yes, thank you so much. Thank you so much, everybody. So, guys, you have to study only the essential amino acid and then automatically you will be able to understand the non-essential amino acid. You will get the noise from the temple, but we have to get adjust. Right, everybody? So, guys, I will share this particular thing in the group so that you will be able to understand the spellings and everything, each and everything very clearly. So, essential amino acids are actually obtained by nutrition, and whereas the non-essential amino acids are actually obtained by synthesized inside our body itself. Okay? Okay, everybody? Clear? So guys, amino acid have a specific property to exhibit positive and negative charges. Okay, amino acid has a specific property to exhibit both positive and negative charges. That is, in amino acid, the NH2 group and COOH group are ionizable in nature. That is, this NH2 group can exist as NH2 plus and COOH group can exist as COO minus. That you can add a positive hydronium ion to that, or you can remove a hydrogen from the carboxylic acid group. So structure of amino acid changes in solutions of different pH. And guys, if both in certain kinds of amino acid, that is in acidic medium, you will see like the NH2 group is hydrolyzed, or sorry, the NH2 group will be ionized. Guys, tell me on the chat box, should I show that to you or not? Or what's given in the NCERT, that's enough for you. You will by heart that. If I start showing you that, it will turn into chemistry. If I study biology or if we move on with biology, then you will move on with the switcher ion term alone. Just tell me. It depends upon you. If you need the explanation, I will tell chemistry also along with it. If you doesn't need that, then I'll tell what is given in the NCERT. Fast, we have a lot of portion to complete. Okay, so listen. So guys, in case in certain amino acid, you will see only the NH2 group will be hydrolyzed. That is, I'll just simply explain that. Guys, if you take a beaker and if you put an amino acid inside an acidic medium, inside the acidic medium, the concentration of H plus ions will be greater. So the NH2 group will turns into NH2 plus. Okay, so your structure would be alike. Then, if you put it into basic, then the concentration of H plus will be less. So the COOH minus. But in certain solution, you will see that both the NH and the COOH group will get ionized. Then that leads to the formation of a positive charge and a negative charge in the same carbon, okay, in the same compound. Such a type of an ion you will call them as switcher ion or dipolar ion. Okay, switcher ion or dipolar ion. This is a statement given in the NCERT. So this is a switcher ion. Listen very carefully once again. Look, you have the positive charge, you have the negative charge. Understood, everybody? Have you understood? Today itself, you have to by heart each and every point from this. Each and every point from this amino acid part, you must study today itself. Have you understood this? Guys, please do respond. Calvin, is it clear? Yes. Bhumi, is it clear? So that is the concept of a switcher ion. Next, we are going to study. This much time we were studying about the amino acid, which can be called as the monomer of protein. Now we are getting into proteins in detail. Okay. Proteins are heteropolymer of amino acid. Point number one. Proteins are heteropolymer of amino acid. They are polypeptides, linear chain linked by peptide bonds. Okay, so what is the bond that you can see in a protein or amino acid. It is the peptide bond. A peptide bond is formed when a COOH group of one amino acid react with the NH2 group of the next amino acid by releasing a molecule of water. Okay, I will show you. Let me take a blank slide to show the bond formation for you. Guys, I'm taking two amino acid. Okay, I'm taking two amino acid. Amino acid number one, I'm taking, that is NH2 C H R. I'm expanding it and drawing. Okay, the COOH. COOH. This is the first amino acid. The second amino acid which I'm going to draw is over here. That is the carbon. Carboxylic acid is over here. Then I could see the hydrogen over here and the variable R group over here and the NH2. Yes. Guys, when two proteins are combined together or when two amino acids are combined together, how they are linked together is like one hydrogen atom from the amino group and the OH group from the carboxylic acid group gets eliminated. So this compound is two hydrogen and one oxygen, that is H2O. So water is eliminated. So elimination of water, the procedure is known as dehydration reaction. And what is the compound? What is the bond you will get? C double bond O NH bond. So guys, the C double bond or NH bond, you will call them as the peptide bond. Wherever you see the C double bond or NH bond, that is referred to as the peptide bond. And one more important point, guys. This can be asked in a numerical problem in your question. If there are n number of amino acid, if there are n number of amino acid linked, then there will be n minus 1 number of peptide bond. Okay, there will be n minus 1 number of peptide bond if n amino acids are there. Have you understood? I will tell you, guys, if there are 3 amino acid linked, if there are 3 amino acid linked, 3 amino acid, then how many peptide bonds will be there? 2 peptide bonds will be there. That is, guys, this is one amino acid, this is one amino acid, this is one amino acid. So these 3 amino acids will be joined by how many peptide bond? Peptide bond number 1, peptide bond number 2. So I am going to ask you a question. If there are 500 amino acid, how many peptide bonds will be there? Bhumi, your answer was correct. 2 peptide chains. If there are 500 amino acid in a molecule, then how many peptide bonds or peptide chains will be there? Very good. It is 499. I hope it's clear. You can write it in your own language, whichever language, it's easy for you to understand. So, look, C double bond or NH. This is the peptide bond. Okay. This is the peptide bond. And guys, listen over here. If a person is viewing the amino acid from this part, then you will get the nitrogen atom over here, right? You will get the nitrogen atom over here. So this terminal, left terminal of the amino acid, you will call them as the N terminal. And when a person is viewing from this side, you will see this carbon atom. So this terminal, you will call them as the C terminal. The right amino acid, you will call them as the C terminal, and the left part, you will call them as the Yes, I'm properly visible the screen, and is my audio perfectly fine for everybody? Yes, is it fine now? Yes. So let's move on. So guys, what are the different functions of protein? Protein helps in the growth, proteins helps in the cell repairment, helps in the growth and tissue repair. And one of the important protein, this is a protein, GLUT4. Okay, GLUT4 is a protein that helps in the transport of glucose into the, and the intercellular ground substance, collagen, it is again a protein. Antibody, it is a protein. Receptor sites of smell, taste, hormone, they are proteins. Hormone, insulin is a protein. Enzyme trypsin is a protein. Hemoglobin pigment is a protein. Okay, there is a small table given in the NCERT. That's also important. Clear, everybody? This too is very important, guys. The most abundant protein in the animal world is the collagen, and the most abundant protein in the entire biosphere is the rubisco. The full form of rubisco is rubulose biphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. Very important. It's given in the NCERT. It's given in the NCERT. Most abundant protein in the entire animal world. It is collagen. Most abundant protein in the entire bio. It is the rubisco. Rubulose 1,5 bisphosphate carboxylase oxygenase. I think the audio is breaking in between and you're not able to hear it, right? From this for you. Okay, I'll record and upload the video as soon as possible. Today or tomorrow, I'll upload the video. Okay, so let me end today's class. Along with the NCERT and remaining topic, I'll upload the video. Okay, so bye bye.